Hello, everyone. I look a hot mess, but oh well, okay? Ain't it funny how the way you feel shows on your face? And no matter how you try to hide, it will state your case. Yes. Hey, Rodinia. Hey, Michi. Now, I come on here because I have something to say, okay, with the cards. Now, what I want to do is I open this Akasha Oracle, okay? That's the one of the new decks I got yesterday. I think this is the last one that needs to be open, and I thought I would use this, okay, as a clarifying, as an oracle deck. Now it came with two cards. I don't know what that means. Okay, I'll have to look it up. But I was talking about the words. Let me see. Let me get a card that show you. Okay, the words. Because of the words seem to draw me in right here. Taking responsibility, help, subtle realm, battle. So I thought these would be really good, okay, on some clarifying. And we're going to do some clarifying. I have the Celestial Tarot deck and the Edgar Allan Poe. So we're going to bring these decks out and we're going to get into this read, okay? Because I don't know about you. Oh, let me give myself some air, okay? Woo! Okay. 1 minute is cold, next minute I'm not. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I think the realms, the energy is closing in on them Guthries. Okay, I'm thinking people are really starting to know to pay attention. Okay, hey Karen, I think people are starting really to pay attention to the BS going on in this case. Okay, they starting to feel hoodwinked. Okay, so let me light my sage. Okay. I think people. I've been looking at different chat and Lady Zelda. Lady Zelda. hmm Uh, uh, I think even passionate perseverance, and yes, some other people. Now I remember, okay, watching Sloan Bella. That's my girl, Sloan Bella. Love me some Sloan. Okay, she had made a comment at the beginning of this case about the foolery uh, um, that Savannah should be ashamed of herself, allowing her mother to be sacrificed. That's all she would say about it. She didn't go into detail, okay, but I remember she said that. hmm Yes. Now, what the sacrifice was, I don't know. She didn't go into it, okay. But we're gonna ask the cards, okay. Now that I mentioned it, okay, because I wasn't even thinking about it. But we're gonna ask the cards, okay. Was Nancy sacrificed? Okay. Uh, uh, was she a casualty of war, so to speak? Okay. What's going on? Because I'm just gonna say it. I think it's bullshit. Okay. I really do think there's a lot of BS going on around this case. Okay, but my thing is why? Why all the BS? Okay, if you're gonna find if you're gonna find a scapegoat, okay, you could. The scapegoats are everywhere. Okay, what's really going on with this? You know, yeah, okay. But the thing about it is, maybe they weren't expecting it to catch on as much attention and people to pay as much attention like they paying to the Epstein files, okay? And they could easily just shun this under the rug like they've been doing over there in Pima County. I don't know. Okay. But something is just telling me that there's some BS going on with this case, with this woman here. Okay. And I'm just like appalled. Okay. I'm just really appalled that this is a 84-year-old woman. Okay. Living by herself, abducted from her home. And you guys are BSing, okay, on finding her. BSing on the clues. That just don't make no sense. That's just awful. See, okay, and then y'all done sit up here. I don't know what they doing, all this satanic stuff they doing, and went and got the 84-year-old crippled woman, okay, and abducted her and killed her. What in the world? And now you want to hide? Okay, something ain't right, and I'm sick of the BS. Yeah. We also got two other ladies, okay, out there somewhere. Well, we got Ashlee. She's found. Lynette is still floating somewhere. Her husband and knocked her overboard. I don't know if he knocked her overboard. Okay, but I got a picture of them two, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. If anybody gonna fall off the boat, it would be him. His big old behind. He'd be the first one to fall off. Okay. Anyway, oh, my chair is going down. You know how you lose what is it? The cushion, the squish in the chair? Okay. So anyway, first of all, let's ask if Nancy was sacrificed. Was there some kind of sacrifice going on? I was just listening to Passionate Perseverance, was it? Okay, talking about this guy. I looked up his channel. Sleuth Intuition is the one who interviewed him. Interviewed who? That's that note. Okay, here's my thing. I read the letter, the note that, okay, because he's got it on his front page. No, I don't need a new chair. I got to pump it up with the thing here, the handle. Raise it back up. Uh-huh. Yeah, she's very passionate. I see why she called herself Passionate Perseverance. Because, honey, if it take her 5, 6 decks of cards in that one reading, she gonna pull it out. Okay? I'm like, wow. But my thing was, when I read that note on his channel, and they've been planning this for 6 years, okay, I find that hard to believe. People, I don't understand the 6 years. 6 years? Even satanic people don't do that. Oh, thank you, Penny. I like how she said that. Hey, Victoria. So I was looking at that, and I'm like, 6 years on double what that on that's just too much energy for what? For what? Okay. Unless it took you 6 years to get up the nerve to kill somebody. That's the only way I could see that. But I don't see well, they said that what did they say? Rose Canyon? I don't know where Rose Canyon is. But the thing about it, here's the thing about it. This woman is out there in the Catalina foothills in the area of $1 million homes with an S. Okay. And from the looks of the people out there, okay, I didn't see. I can't say it nicely, so I'm not going to say it at all. Okay. But the people out there, they didn't look too $1 million to me. How about that? Okay. And to be jealous and envious, okay, why her? She ain't the only one out there. Okay. Yeah, and if it was so true, right? And I feel the same way. Why not the 1 point something $1 million? Why not go for the go big or go home? So they need to go home. Because I heard that they didn't set up there and went from 1 point something million in Bitcoin to 70,000 in Bitcoin to 30,000 in Bitcoin. I'm like, well, who does that? Well, it ain't that the money is the root of all evil. Well, I don't see the roots. I don't see no roots because going down, 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 you're supposed to go up, up, up. They going down, down, down. Okay. She is on sale. I'm telling you, they taking Miss Bo Nancy to the bargain basement on that ransom, okay? Goodness gracious. Oh my God. Okay. Let's ask the cards. What she sacrificed. What can you tell us about Miss Nancy, okay? Nancy Guthrie, who's been abducted, kidnapped, and has been missing, okay, for over 2 months now. 84-year-old woman in Pima County. What she sacrificed? Was there a sacrifice? Okay, did they sacrifice Miss Nancy? And to tell you the truth, okay, if we talking about the lines of money, I think, yeah, she was sacrificed, okay, for the money. Okay, poor thing. What she sacrificed? Miss Nancy, what can you tell us? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Miss Nancy, what she sacrificed? Okay. Can we get 4 cards on the sacrificial if Miss Nancy was sacrificed? Let's ask 4 cards. We don't have to do the whole reading. 4 cards. Was Miss Nancy sacrificed? See what we get. 4 cards. Okay, I got to take off my little mini house coat here. Okay, so at the bottom of the reading is the King of Cups. Okay, and the King of Cups is someone who's like that's that nurturing energy. Okay, but it's masculine. Okay, that's someone who should be balanced, leadership. Okay, and all that. Let's see, 4 cards. Four cards. Okay. And we got the bottom with the King of Cups. Okay. Four cards. Let's see. Oh, we got Queen of Swords. Oh, wow. I didn't even know she was turned up. But she's turned up. Queen of Swords. Wow. I don't know how that turned up, but that's Savannah. Queen of Swords is Savannah. Smart, clarity, okay, good communication skills, okay. I don't know why the card turned up, but okay, see, I got these cards, okay, hold on. Four Swords. That is rest. That is the mini minor death card, so they say, allegedly. Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Shut up. Seven of Swords. Wow. Not only that, okay, it's telling me that Savannah is trying to get away with something, okay? And two is because it's swords, she may be holding information or hiding information. It also tells me that this has to do with the family and the inheritance, the money behind it. Okay? And this right here is like a sacrifice. She laying down, okay? And the sword's coming in her, coming toward her. So, gee, I'm really kind of taken back. I didn't expect this. It's a direct answer. Well, I don't know about all that. Okay, being protected by her guides and ancestors. Okay, I wouldn't put it on the ancestors. Okay, I put it on these people here. Okay, the ancestors know what happened and why. They know who did it. Everything's alleged. This is my interpretation. And yeah. Wow. And the thing about it is, don't you say nothing about Savannah. They will come after you. They will try to chop your head off. Okay. But see, that's the problem. Okay. Instead of getting up there and angry because you like Savannah and you don't think she could do no wrong, that's no reason for you to go after people who disagree. And these are grown people who are old enough to know that you can't judge a book by its cover. Okay, Dottie, we asked what happened at dinner. We had asked way back, okay, what had happened at dinner. And apparently, there was some issue about money through an investment. Matter of fact, that I recall, money, asking for money or asking her to invest, one or the other, okay, and she denied it. She didn't want to invest for whatever reason. Oh, that's okay. I was just explaining to you. You asked a question, okay? We may ask it again, okay? But let's go with the questions we got. But yeah, that's what we came up with. That when she had went to dinner and what had happened at the dinner. And I also got the inclination that Miss Nancy knew something, okay, and maybe she said something or told it at the dinner. But yeah, they were trying to get money. They were trying to get her to go in on an investment. Okay, so that's the 4 card answer we got. Okay, let's go in and let's ask. Okay, and are you talking about the dinner at Annie's? Okay, we'll ask this because we'll see what we come out. We're going to do 4 cards. Okay, um, we'll ask again because we didn't ask this deck. This is a new deck. Okay, so what happened in 4 cards? What happened at the dinner at Annie's house? Okay, can you tell us what happened at the dinner? What did you say? Yeah, what happened? What was What was said at the dinner that Miss Nancy went to at Annie and Tommaso's house? What was said? 4 cards. 4 cards. What was discussed at the dinner? 4 cards. What was discussed? We're going to let Dottie in, okay? We don't want her to feel left out. Let's see, because the energies change. So not only do the energies change, okay, is that too is, even though we got that information from the cards, okay, we're going to ask another deck. So it's either going to give us more information, okay, or the same. Let's see. What happened at dinner? 4 cards. Ooh, 7 of Swords. Oh, wow. Somebody trying to get away with something. Somebody doing something slick. Okay? Ain't that a bitch? Somebody doing something slick. Okay. 4 cards. Ooh. That was a trip how that card was flipped up like that. Okay, so we have the 7 of Swords. Okay, so what happened at dinner? Trying to get away with something, trying to hide something. Okay, that's what it says. Oh wait, let me get me a swig. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. I'd appreciate it. Okay, you guys, a thumbs up really helps. That's why I'm always asking. I know it makes a difference because I see it. First card up is the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, that is emotional immaturity, strength. Okay, so maybe this is persistence. Maybe somebody was constantly asking her for money or asking her to invest. Let's see. 10 of Wands. A load. Temperance in reverse. So somebody is being immature, okay? And Nancy, and persistent, okay? But Nancy at the same time is being strong, okay? She just turned it away. And the 10 of Wands talks about the burden, okay? And the Temperance talks about the impatience, okay? So what I'm getting is somebody was hiding something, trying to get away with something, basically, okay? And because of the immaturity of whoever, maybe Annie, because she sounds like the needy one, is persistently okay? And maybe it was weighing heavy. Maybe Nancy was getting impatient with her keep asking, or maybe they, or Ten of Wands, yep, felt like a burden, or they were getting impatient. And I think this knife sliced both ways, okay? Maybe they had been asking, and maybe she was tired of them asking. It was getting too much. It was becoming a burden, a pest, okay? And on their half, it was becoming a burden to take care of her with her ailing health. She wasn't getting better. She was getting worse with her age, okay? And somebody, temperance in reverse, okay, is impatient. So we got more information actually. Yeah, she may have, but it looks like it's a double-edged sword here, okay? Now I heard. Now remember, I don't know if you guys remember. I told you about Nancy. I think what was it? Not Nancy. I mean Annie selling something. Don't be surprised. But then we had got into about the house, and then we were talking about, but she can't sell the house because it's not in her name, and this. They're not going to allow her to sell the house, but maybe she could sell her house. Well, somebody said that she's selling the business. I think Lady Zelda mentioned it. You know, Deborah, I've got that. I felt the same thing, that wasn't the first time they asked her for an investment. Okay. And if you have to keep asking for an investment, then apparently your investment is not going, your investments are not uh, coming to fruition. They're not profitable. See, that's okay. So, 4 cards. Is Annie selling her business? Her jewelry business, is it? It's called menopause. The menopause? The men all pause when I walk into the room. Remember that song? My boyfriend was telling me when that song came out. He said, "You know that song, The Men All Pause." I said, "Menopause." He says, "Yeah, that's what they call." And now I was thinking about that song, so I put two and two together. But you can call it menopause, honey. Okay, you call it whatever you want, honey. Okay, so let's ask 4 cards. Is Annie selling? What is Annie selling? Okay, what is Annie selling? Is she selling a house, a business? She's selling. What is Annie selling? Okay, 4 cards. What's Annie selling? 4 cards seems to be working out just right. 4 cards. What is Annie Guthrie selling? Property, business. Okay, let's see. What is she selling? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. 4 cards. What is Annie Guthrie selling? At the bottom of the deck, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So things are out of balance. The money's not moneying. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Disharmony. Okay. 4 cards. Oh! I was waiting. Okay, I was waiting. I said one day. Okay, because this is a big deck. Okay, there we go. Two of Pentacles in reverse is Annie. What is Annie selling? Seven of Cups, smoke and mirrors. Okay, she's delusional. She's got options though. King of Swords, clarity. So we got smoke and mirrors and King of Swords. Oh, let's see. Truth and courage. Four swords in reverse. Six of Cups. Give and take. Generosity. Maybe she look like she's trying to sell the mama's house. This is childhood. This is the past. And the mama, oh, she's trying to recover. There's clarity and clarity. So I'm getting the notion that she may not be thinking too clearly. Because I have clarity right here in the middle, but I have in the past, okay, and the Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So that's like not thinking clearly. Yeah, I heard about that too. Okay, Michi. And I think that was according to her income taxes. Both houses are allegedly delinquent on paying the tax. I can see the mama's house being delinquent because I think her house, her taxes was due at the time she went missing. But I don't understand why Tommaso, Annie's house would be delinquent because even if this situation, okay, where do you hear that T? I don't know. I'm just going by what other people were saying about the taxes. I don't know. I've heard it several times, okay, to repeat it, but I don't know how true it is. But it seems like there's some truth because I haven't heard it being denied. Of course, now that I say that, somebody's going to leave it in the comments that that's not true. Okay. So, okay. What can you tell us about who? Well, we know that. They answered that. Okay, wait. Okay, because I want to use these cards. Okay, so what is going on with Nancy Guthrie's investigation in the Pima County Sheriff, the Pima County FBI. What in the world is going on with this woman's investigation? Are we being hoodwinked? Okay. What is going on with Nancy Guthrie's missing persons, kidnap, abduction investigation down there in Pima County, Arizona? What's going on? Okay. What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. What is going on with this investigation? Queen of Swords. Ooh, child. That's Savannah. What Savannah got to do with this? Or the energy. Okay, because this can also tell you that communication, they're communicating. And maybe Savannah is communicating with the investigation. Let's check it out. Okay. The Hermit. Okay. They are looking, even though the Hermit is being antisocial, alone, self-reflection, okay, they are definitely looking. Okay, I get the energy that they are going back over whatever it is they got. Knight of Wands. There's action. Okay. Ooh, coming in with some action. And the Magician. Manipulation. Manifesting. Maybe they are getting something. Something in the evidence is coming to fruition. Something in the evidence in judgment in reverse. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Somebody's holding on to something. Okay. And this is the corruption going on. Okay. This is the disharmony. And I believe that they are finding out. Let's see. King of Pentacles. They might be looking for king money. And the Five of Pentacles being left out in the cold. Loss. Seven of Cups. And the Magician. Oh, that's manipulation. Manipulation. There's some manipulation going on with this investigation. And the Page of Swords. There's Chatty Patty. Okay. So the gossip, the rumors, okay? Queen of Wands toward Annie, okay? Who's holding on to something. She's hiding something. Chatty Patty is looking directly at her. Talks about lack of direction, but they looking at her. King of Cups in reverse. So somebody, male figure is being on the defense. Okay? It's being on the defense, and we have the Devil in reverse. And here we go with the recovery. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. The Ace of Cups. There's some information that has come in that has caused an overflow of emotions, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So the Queen of Wands is hanging over the Knight of Cups in reverse, who is jealous, he's deceitful, okay, and a disappointment. Justice in reverse. Hmm. Justice and judgment. So judgment is denial, okay, and the judgment. Where is judgment? Right here. Is the lack of accountability, the corruption, okay? Oh, and then the Ace of Pentacles. They're trying to get back an opportunity. So somebody has experienced a loss, okay? That's all I keep reading is recovery, recovery, recovery. Somebody is trying to recoup their losses. I keep getting that, okay, adamantly. Whatever somebody lost, they're trying to get back. Now, whether it has to do, the loss has to do with Nancy, I don't know. But they're using her to try to recoup their losses. Seven of Wands. There's the conflict. There's the defense right there. And the Three of Swords in reverse. There we go with recovery. Recovery. And the Five of Wands. There's conflict through competition. There's conflict. Arguing. Okay. Where's my call sheet? Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Akasha Oracle. Okay, and this is what they look like. They got the oh look at that, that's cute. She's they got a bird and she's flying on the bird. He's giving her a ride. Mm, okay, giving her a ride, girl. You better be careful, honey, because they gave Miss Nancy a ride. What can you tell us? Clarify this reading on um, the investigation of Nancy Guthrie. What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Okay. What is going on with this investigation? Can you please clarify? Nancy Guthrie investigation. What is going on? So I think that the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups, okay, are the FBI and the Sheriff Department, okay, and apparently there's some injustices going on because they are looking. They are looking. It's like the FBI is looking into the sheriff, okay, and finding injustices, allegedly. Okay, so can you please clarify? What do you want us to know? Mm, 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 mm. And it may not even be the FBI, but I don't know because the FBI, yeah, they can discover discrepancies. Okay, and they turn it over to the court or the board of supervisors since he's the sheriff. Okay, so what we're looking at is taking stock. Okay, taking stock, uh, taking notes, taking it all in. Okay, taking it all in. Success. Oh, so we have success. Oh, taking it all in. And then we have dependency and balance. Abandonment, left out in the cold, and rejection. Oh my. Okay. I wonder if Annie is trying to hold on to her husband. Okay. She's afraid of being left out in the cold. Okay. So she's trying to hold on because she's that type of person. Injustice. Didn't I tell you? Injustice. Betrayal. There's movement. Okay. So I don't know if there's movement in the investigation, but there's movement. Okay. And then this talks about somebody's health. And this, it's funny because this health has come up a few times. And I don't get the thing that it's Miss Nancy. I'm thinking it's somebody else. I don't know who, but it's somebody in this circle here, whether it be investigators, perpetrators, or what. Somebody's got a health problem, guilt, or maybe she's feeling guilty about the mom's health and not doing what she's going. Okay, and overcoming fears. So professional. So this is like the world, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, this is different professions. Okay, we got a professional here. Now, we have heightened feelings. and taking responsibility. I'm hoping that somebody comes forth and takes responsibility and do the right thing. Okay? But you can't get self-explanatory than that. Hey, Kelly. Uh-huh. So we have betrayal. We have somebody, and then the success. I think there's some success on the investigation. Okay. But somebody, okay, is guilt, is racked with guilt. Somebody is racked with guilt. And the only way you can feel guilty, okay, well, that's not the only way. I was going to say if it's a family member, but you got to remember the lady was 84 years old. That'll give you some guilt. And she died, okay. And she wasn't in good health, okay. So there's got to be some kind of guilt. Y'all taking a defenseless lady, okay. There's movement. He asked about the investigating. So heightened feelings, okay? So people are getting the feelings. They're stressing out. Stressing out, okay? And then overcoming fears, okay? Overcoming fears gives me the intuition that they trying to get bold and go outside and mingle freely, trying to feel freely, okay? I don't know how that's going to work, but okay. There's all kind of professionals involved in this case. We got the forensics, we got the sheriff, we got the FBI, we got the scientists, and like they're saying, okay, it's betrayal. It's betrayal. And there was an injustice. There was a crime committed. Okay. And I think the police have gotten to a balance. Okay. Between this and that. Okay. Somebody's afraid of rejecting. I think somebody has been threatening to be rejected. Okay. Because they have a dependency. Ooh, I want to say personality, but drugs is coming in my mind. Okay. And the fear of abandonment. So they need to take some courage. Where was that courage? Where was he leaping across the they need to overcome their fears by taking responsibility. Okay. I like these cards. Pretty cool. Thought they would be interesting. Okay. So that's what the clarity on this read is. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Now, does anybody have any questions they want to ask before I move on to Ashlee? Ashlee Janae Robinson, okay? She was found dead in her villa out there in Tanzania. And to tell you the truth, when I did the cards the other day, I got the feeling of self-inflicted, okay? And the reason why is because I got depression, okay? And hopelessness. Okay, so nobody's, okay. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, okay? I appreciate it. So Ashlee Janae Robinson. What can you tell us about Ashlee Janae Robinson being found passed out in her room. And then, okay, I think, I'm not sure because, and why aren't, I noticed that these cases, the reporting on these cases is really half-assed. Okay, it's not that hard to tell what happened or what's going on, and they just half-ass it. Even the sentence is not even complete. Okay, so I got the inkling that they said something about the boyfriend. Okay, as a matter of fact, did they get engaged? Did he propose to her there? Okay, and I believe that the neighbors, the people in the other villas, were saying they had to separate them. That's it. They had to separate them. What kind of story is that? Separated them for what? Were they arguing? Okay. Was he hitting her? What was the separation? Okay, so there we go. What can you tell us that happened, okay, with Ashlee Robinson in her villa? Okay. What was the energy like, okay, with Ashlee? Now, I did some channeling on her, okay, today, and I didn't really get too much of an energy from her. I did get arguing from both of them, okay, but then I got the energy, it seemed to be coming from the fiance, and it was like, oh man, okay, really, really, Ashlee, that kind of feeling, like, you did this, not that he did it or any guilt, but like, really, you really went there. So I don't know. Okay, I'll try again. Hey, Kelly. So what can you tell us about Ashlee being found unconscious in her villa? So what do you want to, in her villa? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay, at the bottom of the reading, the Eight of Swords in reverse. The Eight of Swords in reverse talks about freedom, talks about recovery. It talks about moving forward and time for a change. Moving forward and time for a change, okay? That's the energy. So, and this is Ashlee. I'm asking about Ashlee. So moving forward doesn't necessarily mean a breakup, okay? Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why he proposed. She felt like they should get married or something like that. I don't know. Let's look. Let's look. The King of Cups in reverse. This is a grown man who is emotionally immature, easy to anger. Okay, there we go. Conflict. Yep. And it's all pointing at him. So the King of Cups in reverse talks about being frustrated, okay? And sometimes when a person is frustrated, they lash out. The Magician, manipulation. And the Six of Wands. some type of victory. Some type of accomplishment. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We talking about regret. Oh. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands, isn't that the wounded warrior? Talks about determination. And the Three of Pentacles. Oh. Teamwork. What's that about? And the Eight of Pentacles. So they were working on something that was successful, that was completed. Okay? But it was teamwork. And then there's weakness. Oh. So I'm getting the intuition that he couldn't control himself, his anger. He let go. He let loose. The Four of Swords in reverse. And the Moon in reverse. And the Three of Swords in reverse. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. Mm. She didn't want to work. Somebody didn't want to work. What kind of work was she doing? and the devil, and the Three of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. The Fool, and the Page of Swords, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So what I'm getting here, everything's alleged. I'm getting that I don't know what they were out there doing or what they're doing. I'm gonna ask that next, okay? But I get the feeling that there was something that was going on, and she did not want to do it. She wanted to move on. She was tired, okay, and he lost control and was pissed. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, not one of cups, but Ten of Cups in reverse. Piss, 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 piss. Okay. Mm, okay. So what I want to know was what kind of work was she doing? What kind of work was Ashlee doing out there in Tanzania, in Africa, and all those places that she goes? Now, I'm going to tell you, there's this guy I know of, okay, online right now, who be going out there to Africa, right? And I don't know him personally, but I watch him, okay? And we're like, he keeps going to Africa talking about he feeding the poor people and stuff. Well, you poor yourself. So what you feed? What you? Oh, it's a booty call. He didn't went out there. I don't know how many times. And my man, and it's okay. I'm like, okay. So that's why I'm asking, what kind of work was Ashlee Janae Robinson doing out of the country? Was she just visiting? Was she doing secretarial work? Okay. What kind of work was Ashlee into overseas? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Mm-hmm. Let's see. See if I can read these cards, y'all. Four Cups. Not liking what's being offered, refusing what's being offered. Not showing appreciation. Okay. Oh, the Sun in reverse. So there's something going on with depression. Okay. Feeling pessimistic. The Empress. The Three of Wands. So, and this is facing her. Okay, so this talks about delays or obstacles, setbacks. Let's see. Okay, self doubt and limitations. Mm-hmm. Oh, limitations. Two of Wands. Here goes more canceled plans. The Three of Wands and the Two of Wands, and they're both in reverse. Mm. And the Ten of Pentacles. Money. Lots of money. But she was scared. Or, doubting herself. She was hesitant. Hmm. Queen of Pentacles. And the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is kind of like by any means necessary. Okay. The Empress also talks about being a card of pleasure. Okay. Being a card of pleasure. And the Two of Swords. Okay. She decided to cancel the plans. Okay. She decided oh, she might have been stressed out. That's why. And the Tower in reverse. Yeah. And the Three of Pentacles. So there was some teamwork on this money here. Okay. Some type of teamwork. I'm showing three people once again. Okay. So it wasn't just them two. Well, maybe here it goes, Two of Cups, but it's in reverse. There was a disagreement. And the Three of Swords. I wonder, they got these plans, okay, and they didn't went over there to get this money, okay, and there was a delay, there was an obstacle, cancellation, disagreement, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So she's canceling the plans and trying to move on. Okay. So this event had a Tower moment. And the King of Pentacles, that's King Money, okay, he was planning on this. Six pentacles. Oh, I wonder, did he take the money? Did he get payment already, or partial payment with this Six of Pentacles? Ooh, and the Hangman. Okay, and refused to let go. Yep, holding on to something. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Oh, now. And the Knight of Wands. And the Chariot. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see what the Akasha Oracle cards have to say. What can you tell us about this read here? This is very interesting. Okay, let me tell y'all what I'm getting. Okay, everything's alleged and for your entertainment only. I have a feeling that they went out there like they went to other places to get some money. Okay, however they were getting that money, and she backed out on the deal. They got in an argument. Okay, but he had already gotten some money. Okay, and she even might have been, either her or him or both of them were holding on to the money. And then folks came in there like, oh hell no, you're not okay. Who you think you're doing? Okay, you know what you know where you are? You in Tanzania. This ain't America. Ooh, that's just what I'm saying. Yep. Uh-huh. I still get the feeling of depression, okay? And not being hopeful. Now, why was she feeling that way? Okay, let's ask the cards, okay? Can you clarify this read on what Ashlee was doing out there in Tanzania? Okay, what was her job? Was she making money out there in Tanzania? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay, what was Ashlee Janae Robinson doing out there in Tanzania with this boy who proposed, her boyfriend, okay, whatever. Uh, mm, okay. Can you clarify? I'm just interested, curious as to what these cards are going to bring forth. Okay. Oh, Oh, wait, let me move my finger. And there she goes. Lost. Talking about lost in the sauce. Oh my God. It's a circle. So I don't know if it's a crime circle or whatever circle or a cycle. Letting go. Now that comes up. Letting go. Owning happiness. And judgment. Difficulties. So it was an uphill battle. Okay. Lies. Somebody's wearing a mask. Somebody lying. Well, she's dead. So the only person that would be left is him. Okay. Grounding. Doubt. So there's probably doubt around his story. Because I know the parents, the family is definitely in doubt. The mom said that don't make no sense. And forgiveness. She actually forgives him. Okay. It's the savior complex. And something about home. Maybe she wanted to go home. Synchronicity. Ooh. Was she traveling like that? Is that Africa? Oh, And around the world. An imposter. So there's somebody else. There's the family. Oh, karma. Somebody got karma and somebody's getting karma. Undertaking. Not the undertaker, but the undertaking. And then it talks about a subtle realm. And then it talks about movement. Okay. So there may be movement in this case. Do they have him in custody? Who was that? Okay. I think they didn't arrest him yet. They may be over there investigating. Okay. So Seems like things got escalated, okay, in what she was doing over there. Let's look at one more card, okay, drawing on her. And I want to look at what was the vibe in their relationship, okay? Um, I'm just going to ask a general, what's the vibe? Okay. Can you tell us the vibe with Ashlee, Janae, and her boyfriend, okay, on the night she was found unconscious, okay, in Tanzania? What was the vibe with Ashlee and her boyfriend? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. What is the vibe with Ashlee and her boyfriend? Or was? Okay. What was the vibe? What do you want us to know? Okay. Sipping. Okay. Sipping the gossip. Nosy. Okay. What's the tea? Lust. It was greed. By any means necessary. Didn't I just tell y'all that on that card? The Seven of Wands. By any means necessary. An apology. It's too late for all that, but apology. Consequences. Bad choices. Bad choices. So somebody was delusional. Okay. Head in the clouds, daydreaming, okay, on what it should be like, what it could be like, okay. But he or she was established, settled, secure, and wealthy. Wishful thinking, wishing they could get a second chance. Psychopath, abusive and conniving. Trapped. That's what it says. She felt trapped in the cards with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Nah, what was it? The Queen of Swords in reverse. And here we have stuck. She didn't have any options because she was over there in Tanzania. She was trapped. Apparently, I don't know, maybe there was some a new opportunity surfaced. Okay, but now we have it all caught up in the court system. And somebody's being antisocial and into their feelings right now. I guess so. And there we go with that masculine energy. Okay. Authority, discipline. Yeah. Okay. He had to throw the whip on. Okay. Because, you know, he was, it ain't easy. Okay. Pimping ain't easy. Okay. You get these women don't want to do the job. Okay. And he had to put them into shape, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So there's definitely something going on. Expect more with that case. Okay. Yeah. Now we're going on to Lynette. Okay. And Lynette Hooker. Lynette Hooker, they're searching for her body, okay? Apparently, she fell overboard in a little dinghy boat, okay? And I tried channeling her too. And I didn't get anything but boats. It was funny because I don't know what a dinghy boat is. I had to look it up. Okay, after I channeled, I looked it up because I got a picture of three boats. Three boats. Okay, the nose. I'm looking at the front of the boats. Okay, in the water, right next to each other, and I'm just like, now you don't have boats next to each other because you know they banging up in the water, going up and down, and okay. But anyway, that's what it was. And then there was another picture of what I would call a motorboat or a speedboat. A speedboat. Okay, the front of a speedboat. It may not have been a speed. It could have been any kind of boat, but that's what I got. So I'm thinking that the boat might have had a motor. Okay. That's all I can get. That's all I got from that. I couldn't get too much. I really couldn't. Um, but the husband said that she had fell overboard and he tried to find her or something. I don't, okay. Child. Mm, okay. But he managed to grab, what did he grab? I forget. He grabbed something, but it wasn't her. Okay. Oh, he said that they got something. I don't know if they got her shoes, her phone. I don't know what they got in the water. And this is what he's telling the daughter. So she's not that far away. Okay. So I'll talk to you later. Okay. We'll be by this. Okay. I don't know what he said. Okay. Something stupid. Let's see. Oh, let's go in with Edgar Allan Poe. And this, okay, my thing was this was at night. This was at night. Okay. I'm like, see, y'all gonna get enough of going overseas. And this was in the Bahamas. At night in the Bahamas, okay. And going overboard. Okay. So what can you tell us about Lynette Hooker and her falling off the boat? Her and her husband, Brian Hooker, okay. What's that energy? What was the energy on the boat? Okay, this was April 9th? Or was that um Ashlee? Give us the energy, okay, of that fateful night that Lynette Hooker fell off the boat. Her and her husband. What was that energy? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Mm-hmm. What's that energy? Lynette Hooker and her husband Brian. Oh, there's a card up. Look at that. And I just happened to cut the deck on the card being up. Judgment. Oh, sheesh, I can't show that card. That's why it was up. Okay. Judgment. Okay. It's all the little naked people. Can't show them. Okay. So we have at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. And the Five of Cups in reverse is recovery, letting go. However, this right here, and he's standing by the two like he knew he did something. But anyway, everything's alleged. We have strength in reverse. Okay. So there was some type of weakness going on. Okay. And we have the Three of Wands in reverse. It's interesting. Look at that. The boat and the whirlwind. This is in reverse. So there was some type of cancellation. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Bad luck. Ooh, yeah, bad luck. Mm-hmm. And the Three of Swords. Betrayal. And the Emperor. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Now, what I will tell you now that I think about it, when I did go into her energy, I got a feeling of being pissed off. I'm mad. She's mad. I did get that feeling. And the Knight of Cups. So there was communication and the Nine of Wands in reverse. Oh, the Nine of Wands in reverse. Trapped. Giving up. That's kind of like this. Letting go. Giving up. And the Ace of Wands. Okay. Ooh, wee. There was action. He took action. And the Chariot. Uh-huh. He lost control. They may have been arguing. Okay, you argue on a boat, and a small boat at that. They say that's like one of them. They use them boats for rescue boats. Child, the Moon. Somebody's hiding their emotions. And the Six of Cups in reverse. Um, and then we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So avoiding conflict. And the Six of Wands in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles. Look at they looking over the fence. She gone yet? You still see her? She floating? Mm-hmm. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So it was a lack of teamwork. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's definitely somebody lost control. Somebody lost control. okay, and the Queen of Pentacles. That's interesting. We have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, and they are in the middle of them is the Six of Cups. Okay, back down memory lane, but it is in reverse. Okay, not letting go of the past. And then the High Priestess is in reverse. So the High Priestess is holding the secrets, but she's in reverse. So she's gonna let it out. And I wonder that might be the daughter, because the daughter is talking about the past, and the Star in reverse. And the Magician in reverse. So I kind of figured that there's something going on in this relationship. And yes, there may, and the reason why I say that too is because I looked this up, okay, and they had took her to jail in 2019 for hitting him. She said he hit her, but she didn't have no marks on her, but he had marks on him. So they took her to jail. So I say that to say that they both be fighting. Okay. So who is to say um, that there definitely was some conflict? Okay. But there was some avoidance of conflict. Okay. Well, that makes sense. They're both in reverse. So there's some avoidance of conflicts. But I don't like what you're saying, wherever that is. Okay. And I'm pissed, lost control. And more than likely, yes, he probably did push her over the in the water. Okay. Because here's my thing. If you guys are in the water, they are avid boats people. And for you to be avid boat people, you got to know how to swim. Okay. So why would she go overboard and not be able to swim and cling on to the boat, and he can help her in, pull her in the boat? You see what I'm saying? Because you fall in the water, you're going to rise to the top. Unless, okay, I also got what crossed my mind. This is all alleged, okay, entertainment purposes. My interpretation that she may have not been alive when she went over, okay, hence the sinking, okay. Now, another thing too that crossed my mind was that not finding out what really happened to her. See what I'm saying? So you wait, let her sink, okay, and hopefully she floats downstream wherever she went to, okay, and then that way you don't have no body, so you can't really tell right away um, what happened, okay, because if they were able to pull her right out, they would have seen, they would have been able to tell if she drowned or she was already dead or passed out. Okay, that's the scenario I get because these people have years of boating expeditions behind them. Okay, and I don't see you being on a boat like that and going out wherever you go and you can't swim. Okay, even if she couldn't swim, you still gonna fight. So he would have been able to see where she was, okay, with the fight or hear. You know what I'm saying? Man, these folks be something else. Okay, let's I might have to cut that part out. Okay, edit that part out. With the with this card. I'm gonna put this card up so I don't make that mistake. But I want to get the violet veil. We're gonna ask the violet veil, okay, the same question and see what we get. What can you tell us about Lynette Hooker? Okay, what happened to Lynette Hooker? Okay, she went overboard on the boat, and they have not found her as of yet. What happened to Lynette Hooker in the Bahamas? In the Bahamas, on the dingy boat. What happened? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. And if she fell off a boat like that, she wouldn't have been too far that she couldn't swim to the boat. And he don't talk anything about a struggle in the water. Okay. Oh yeah. He's hiding something, okay, and he's gonna get caught with the seven of swords in reverse. Something's being hidden and it's gonna come out. So they may end up finding her and being able to tell. Because here's the thing, the sooner they find her, the more likely they'll be able to tell what happened to her. Queen of Wands. Okay. Is holding on to something. And the Two of Wands in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So we got the Queen of Wands holding on to something, okay, and bad planning, bad luck. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. Recovery. They'll probably find her. Let's see. Yeah, and stalling and making excuses. The Hierophant. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, instability. And the High Priestess in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Mm. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. Ooh, wee. There's the Page of Cups. There might be some sensitive information coming in. And there go Patty, Chatty Patty, Page of Swords. She's standing there ready to tell it. So there's some type of communication. So they're going to find out in the strength. Okay. Ooh. And the Four of Cups. And the Tower in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. So that's a miscommunication or, okay, some bad news coming. And then here we come with the Knight of Cups. This keeps coming in. Why does this keep coming in reversed? The Knight of Cups. So deceit and jealousy. Okay. We got all these swords. So some communication is coming in. And the Magician in reverse. So there's some manipulation going on. Yep. Somebody had bad intentions. Somebody's trying to create smoke and mirrors, okay? And somebody is being deceitful. It can't be Lynette because she dead. And then, okay, the Tower. So, and this right here is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We might get a confession, okay, when it's all said and done. We might get a confession. Let me look up the current energy with Lynette. Make sure, okay, if they found her or what is going on. Um, oh, and then this is what I wanted to talk. This is what, okay, I was looking at this. Now, the missing lady's husband says that we trying to concentrate on finding Lynette, okay? Yeah, you want to find her so you can get the insurance money, so you can get whatever you got coming. She can be declared dead, okay? And your problems are solved. Okay? That's what that is. Mm-hmm. But believe me, I know that you are hoping they don't find her anytime soon and they can see any damages or wounds that she endured. Wait, they say husband caught on tape. Oh, that's that Nancy. Okay. They be lying. Yeah, she even got on look like scuba gear. Okay, see, they with a friend. Oh, so he made they got him on tape, the interview when they interviewed him, asked him questions. Oh Lord, the lady is dead, and they trying to promote. They try to promote some stuff, girl. Oh, so he has been arrested. Oh, they got abuse photos. Oh, they released him. Oh, oh, he looks nice right here. Look at him, nice looking man. He don't look like this now though. I seen a picture. He don't look like that now. Nice looking man though, and the daughter's pretty. Okay, so they were going to their yacht, and these boats that they were on, they used them for transporting you to your boat or to land. Okay, that's what they're used for. And they were being transported. Okay, he said she was swept away by the currents. And she had the keys to the boat. This is the boat. Oh no, that's the yacht. That's the yacht. This is the boat she's supposed to have fallen off of. Okay. I don't believe that. She didn't fall out. The other boat was the yacht. This boat they were transporting to the other boat, the big boat. Okay, this is a dinghy. This is a transportation boat. Okay, this boat right here is the yacht. So that little boat they were on was taking them to this big boat. Okay, so this little boat, this little tugboat, is the boat she fell off of. Okay, and the current swept her away. She couldn't get back on that boat. How she fall off that boat? You can't do nothing but a backflip. Come on, y'all. And he looked like he would have fell off before she did. Okay, so she has pictures. Oh, here go one of the pictures, y'all. She got bruises on her back where he didn't beat her. Okay. Wow. What did he do, girl? That's a lot of bruising. So they had a toxic marriage, basically, and somebody ended up dead. Okay. This is one of those cases where you guys need to go your separate ways and you don't, and somebody ends up dead. Okay. And if he got my bruises on my back, okay, going from one side to the other, oh, no, boo. Okay, no. That's what it, okay, yes. So I don't know. Okay. They're probably waiting. What they're doing now is, oh, she took photos documenting her abuse, okay? And her friend was telling her not to go back, but she went back, okay? She kept going back. And apparently he was getting more violent. And is saying her daughter is saying that she feels this is the stepfather. Okay. Oh, she got too much makeup on. Okay. But anyway, her daughter is saying she's suspicious, basically. Okay. She feels that there's more to the story. And I don't blame her. That little bitty be on boat. Little bitty be on boat, but that big. Okay. Y'all, both of y'all shouldn't have been on that boat. That's not even enough room. Okay. No, we got to go one at a time. Okay. But too late for that. I'm telling you. So anyway, it is what it is. And I'll try and do a channeling. Go back, you go out. Yeah, that's big bruises all over her back. It ain't just one bruise, two bruise. She got big bruise all over her back. And she's got more pictures. She documented the abuse. She's got more pictures. But she kept going back to this man. Now she's gone. And he up there, oh, she ran off the boat. Okay, yes, okay. You know what I'm saying? Story of our life. Okay, she failed. So, yep. So all it's okay. It ain't nothing but a money grab now. She gone. Ain't nothing but a money grab. So we'll see what comes up with Lynette. Okay. We'll stay posted and I'll try some more channeling, okay, tomorrow. Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let me tell you something. If you guys haven't already, to make sure you look up there and see that you're subscribed, because YouTube will unsubscribe you unknowingly without your knowledge or permission. They claim it's a glitch. With that said, stay blessed. Bye.